Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Fubar here, and today someone requested on Facebook group that I actually do a walkthrough guide about infantry and what's the best possible tanking option for infantry and the possible best setup. And I'm going to go through all the infantry and I'm going to give my feedback on them. As you can see, I'm not built up for infantry on this account, so I'm not going to be overly going in through personal depth, but we're going to go look at the paper and the numbers. The paperwork doesn't usually lie as far as the numbers. So first off, for infantry, you got the three camps: Liberty, Vanguard, and Martyrs. Martyrs has the most durability and survivability out of the three. Vanguard having the least survivability, but does the most damage. And then you got your all-rounder Liberty with the smoke screen, which is very highly balanced. And when I say balanced, I mean you're doing good damage, you got good survivability, and the smoke screen does very well at mitigating damage. Now, if we look at the officers for infantry, we got White Wolf, Angel of Light, Iron Bastion. Those are the three specific infantry officers. Now, the one thing that a lot of people don't think about is that actually Steel Fighter can be used on this and still gain the shield buff. But it won't be as effective, but it still works great. So here's what I would do. I would actually use Steel Fighter in conjunction with Angel of Light. And with that, when you have Angel of Light awakened, you have a 50% blast damage resistance. You gain a 30% HP buff. On top of that, you get a 15% damage resist. And then you also get the healing factor, which is really good. And then with Steel Fighter there, you gain the shield of 2,000. You get troop damage by 15, which is always going to be needed because we're going to be looking at specifically the Martyrs. And then you're going to have a blast damage resistance of an additional 50, which is huge. And then you're going to have an additional 8%. Well, actually, the fourth skill will be canceled out because it's meant for officers, tanks, and helicopters. But the other two skills are very good, and the shield is very good. So how are we going to counterbalance that last skill? Very simple. Thorn Countess. She is a garrison. She is also a tank. But if you look right here, on our third skill, reduces damage of officer troop receives from officer skills by 30%. That is big, and I would use that to my fullest extent. So, because that's a defensive skill, as you can see, this counts over 300 days old. I would be ranking that up to its max level of 5 and putting that on my one of my officers. And then the other skill I would put on, if you're on less than 182 days, or if you're 300 days, would be Percy's blast damage resist. So you're stacking up 150% blast damage resist because blast damage is primarily dealt with artillery, so you want to avoid that damage from artillery, so that's how you gotta stack that up. And then, so between the two officers you have on the infantry, you got the blast damage resist and you got the officer skill damage mitigation, and that's huge. Now, the next thing I would put on that would actually be Huntsman's, where is he? Right there. Huntsman's balance skill and Death Adder's balance skill. You could go offensive, but where we're thinking about tanks and we're thinking about being the ability to tank, I would use the balance skill. Or you can even use Vox's balance skill, which is actually better and a higher recommendation. But if you do not have her, you do not have to use that. Now, for offensive pairing, I would put both Iron Bastion and White Wolf and stack troop damage increase And I would also put the skill of speed on from Bloody Mary, her special skill. And what else would I put on there? Oh, yes. I would also stack a blast damage resist on that. And you would have a very solid, strong, sturdy infantry unit for tanking bases, tanking structures, and said Cairo. And this would be very highly effective. Now, with this unit, you would still have to micromanage it because of rocket trucks, artillery, bombers I wouldn't really worry about, but those units right there I would be more so concerned about. And that will be it for this video. If you have any questions, please comment and I will gladly help with that. If you want, I could do personal videos for whatever you guys desire. Just let me know. Thank you and have a great day.